Hi guys, and welcome back to another fly fishing video. Well, what you see behind me is Llyn Clywedog. It's been on the bucket list for some time, and today I'm going to be shown this lovely water by Rhys Wadley. Rhys Fishes channel, I'll stick a link up in the description above me and you can check out his channel for part 2 of this video. But in the meantime, without further ado, let's get into it. Well, here we are, and I'm joined by Rhys Wadley from Rhys Fishes, and Rhys is going to explain a little bit about what we're going to do today. We're going to have a little bit of fun, and Rhys is going to tell us all about it.
So to mix things up a little bit today, we had a little brainstorm and we asked you guys, what would you like to see? And Lindsay, you put a poll up on your YouTube, and by far the unanimous winner was this idea. So what we're going to do is, I've tied a box of 10 flies that I have confidence in, and Lindsay's has tied the same, a box of flies that he has confidence in, and we're actually going to trade them. So for the best part of today, I'm going to be fishing with Lindsay's flies and Lindsay's going to be fishing with mine. Now, I've picked consistent patterns here for this fishery. This is Lindsay's first time here, so I want him to have a good time. So we're fishing now in, I think it's what's it now, September?
It's late September.
Late September.
Yeah, late
so
September.
At the moment, the water temperatures are still quite high. The fish are feeding high in the water, and I've picked a box of flies to suit that. So we're mainly going to be looking at fishing dry fly, mainly fishing washing line, trying to keep the flies in the top 2 to 3 foot of water basically, and see how that plays out.
Okay, I've tied not that, and I'll pass you my box, Rhys, for you to have a look.
What have I got? You? Of course you can. Okay, I can work with this, Lindsay.
Is there any howlers, Rhys, that you think might not do a job for you today?
So what Lindsay hasn't told you is that we made one agreement that there could be 2 howling flies in there. Now, I have been given, to be fair, a pretty healthy looking box bar 1 fly. I've got the dreaded blue blob. Not a weighted one, so I can't fish it in the bung, just a straight blue blob. So I got my work cut out for me today with this fly, but I think the rest of the flies, we can make them work. How about you, Lindsay?
Yep, I'm extremely happy with my box. They're all fantastic. Even that Rhys's howlers aren't really howlers, so what he's got is a perch fry imitation here, which I think, given that I've seen more fish on top here than I've seen at any other reservoir I've visited, this could work particularly well. He's also given me a weighted chamois. Now, if I can't catch a fish with this under the bung, I'm going to be taking up golf. Yeah, really pleased, Rhys. And looking at the box, and with the 100% cloud cover, I dare say I'm going to start with a team of 3 flies. I think I'll have your daddy on the point, and 2 culls in between, and 3 flies. Maybe a 12-foot leader. I'll probably use mono just to keep it right on the surface. Okay, and lovely. That's my starting gambit.
Okay, I think for me, I'm probably going to start. We do rain later on today, so I'm just conscious of that. I think the washing line might fish early morning better, but if the rain does kick in, it might kill the dry fly. So I'm going to start with dry fly. I'm going to fish two fly cast. I'm going to fish 6-pound airflow G3 on about a 15-foot leader, and I think I'm going to go with the black cull on the point, and I think I'm going to go with a crippled midge. We'll see how that works out. So hopefully we manage to make this work. Now the idea today is you only need to catch 5 fish on this box of flies, so you can pick anyone you want. It's basically a video about trying to demonstrate that even if you haven't got one.
Yeah, I think it's about confidence, and I've mentioned this in several of my videos before, and I know Rhys has, that fly fishing, it's not just about what you're fishing, it's the angler's belief in the patterns of fishing, and we want to debunk that myth a bit by doing this. Rhys has obviously given me a box of flies that he believes is going to be good for this water, and I've given Rhys mostly a box of flies that I think he'll be able to catch fish with, and I think that's what we're trying to achieve today.
Yeah, exactly. And if I catch a fish on that blue blob, you owe me a pint.
Absolutely,
definitely.
Will we get in the boats?
Yes.
I think what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to stick with the 3 fly cast, Rhys.
Oh.
No! No!
Oh, God. And so there you go, look. There's the first fish of the day in the net, in the boat. So we've got lots of fish moving around us in front of us right now. I've dropped 2 fish, one on the crippled midge, one on the cull. And all in case it is if you look, you know, there's fish rising right in front of us here. You just got to cover them properly. Make sure the fly lands right in front of you nicely and you'll have a chance. So that's number 1, Lindsay, at the moment, 1-0.
Well, let's get back to it. Now, is it 1-0 to my fly, or is it 1-0 to you?
It could be 1-0 to the fly. Don't blame the flies now. Don't stop blaming the flies.
And Rhys has just taken a lovely little brown trout. It's a wild fish, and he's going to slip it straight back in.
Okay, so we've had a couple of hours down now on this part of the lake. We're around Dinas Point, basically. As Lindsay's probably mentioned, and you've seen, the wind is coming and going. When we've got no wind, it's really hard to get on the fish. But once the wind is here, it's quite easy. You're covering enough water, you're coming across and intercepting fish. So far, we've caught on, from Lindsay's box, I've caught on the red dry, the candy booby, the black crippled midge. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to switch to 2 culls. I'm just going to fish that for the next hour, hopefully pick up 1 fish, and then we're going to have to go then back to the washing line, I think, and see what we can get there. Once I get my 5 fish, I'm done then, I can do what I want. But for the purposes of this challenge, we're going to stick with these flies. What we are going to do now, in 2 minutes time, we're going to head over to the other side of the cages. So we're going to fish on Eblyd side. There's plenty of boats there, which means that there's plenty of fish there, but it might be a bit difficult to find a position where everybody's drifting in the same direction. But we will see. So let's jump straight back into it.
Well, it's been a long time coming, but I've finally got one in. And the way I've done it, I was on the dry fly, but I changed to the washing line, and we've just come to a new location, and first or second cast, and I've had a lovely fish. I'm just going to get it right back now.
So a change of spot proved to be the right answer. We've been here 2 minutes, we've both had a fish each. Nice small fish, and we'll get him straight back. And there's Lindsay now into the second fish and in as many casts. We've obviously been fishing in the wrong area, Lindsay.
Yeah, I think with a bit of wind, Rhys, it's made a difference.
Now, that fish was taken on the cull, so that's now 4 fish. So I've got 1 more fish to catch on Lindsay's flies, and then we can come off of them. But to be honest, I've got 2 culls on now. It's probably the second cast I've done there now, and they've taken it straight away. So I'm confident with Lindsay's culls, but let's see what happens next.
Rhys has just netted fish number 5 and the competition is over. I managed to get 2 to the boat before he got to 5, but now the comp's over, we can perhaps change flies. Let's hear from Rhys and see how he feels about winning the competition. So
there's fish number 5, look. We'll get him straight back in the net now and straight back in the water. Now, obviously, Lindsay's mentioned there that this was a competition. It really wasn't. This was just a case of trying to show.
It really was.
It was basically just trying to show that how having confidence in someone else's flies and how you can develop that and get into the habit of that, basically. Obviously, Lindsay's flies are fantastic. They're expertly tied. They've caught 5 fish on their first time here, so there's no complaints from me, basically. But it'll be nice now to basically put this stuff away now, bring out the dries. I think it's going to be a dries afternoon. The conditions are perfect for it. There are fish rising everywhere in front of us. I'm just itching to put on a couple of hoppers and a couple of culls. So let's see how the afternoon goes now.
Well, what an exceptional morning sport. Clywedog, it's come up to my expectations and then some. Rhys has kindly shown me around quite a bit of the reservoir, and as you've seen, we had a little bit of fun swapping boxes and fishing each other's flies. And there's no excuse. Rhys's flies were tied expertly. I was just very poor. The only thing I would say is I did spend 10 to 15 minutes with each fly trying to clear the varnish out the eyes. So you fly tiers out there, don't make that mistake. Thanks for watching, and make sure you tune into Rhys's channel for part 2 of the video. And I'll see you all next time.